Okay, Algebra 2, this is a continuation of the video lesson that talks about the basics of graphing a polynomial. And I left off up here where I was talking about the idea that for question 17, I know the end behavior, I know it starts low, ends high, and I know that the x-intercepts are at -4, -1, and 3. I also know here, based on the fact that this is the function, and that each of its factors has a degree of 1, one here, one there, and one there, that 1 being an odd number, the graph is going to go through each of those intercepts. So I started drawing that. It goes through that one, and in order to get to the next place that it has to go to, I mean, you can almost think of yourself as though you're flying a plane and you've gotten to this place where you've gone through the x-axis. Now you've got to figure out where do you go to next. Well, you've got to turn in order to get there. So I turn. And at -1, again, the intercept -1 also has a degree of that's odd, so you go through. Now you're here, and you've got to get to the next place you're going to. The only destination you know about now is intercept 3, so you got to turn around again. And again, you know that you're going to go through 3 because the degree on this factor right here is an odd number, 1. So you go through that, and then you've finished. You've reached the end. There isn't any other place that you have to get to once you've gone through here except that the far right side, the far right arrow. So I'll walk you through another one here, number 22, because I know this is not a simple idea. Again, for number 22, we've said that the lead coefficient's 1, the degree is 5, and the intercepts are 0, -3, and 5. You helped me identify these pieces of information. So the first thing I'm going to do, starting from the left end behavior, well, actually first I've got to identify what my degrees are, don't I, on each of my factors. 3 is an odd number, 1's an odd number, 1's an odd number. So all of these are going to be cases where whatever I draw is going to go right through the intercept. Now, like I said, I'm going to start drawing and I go right through that first intercept that I have. Now I've got to get to this one. Let me get that off screen. So I'm going to bend. I'm going to bend, and then I'm going to go through it. Now I've got to get from here to that intercept. I'm going to bend again, go through it, and I'm done. This is the rough graph. Even though this is degree 5, it only has, as you see, 2 bends here. So this is the rough graph of the function for question 22. Now what I want you to do is a rough graph for the function for number 21. Admittedly, this is probably the hardest one, but I want you to give it a try. Okay, I'm going to assume that you've done that. Remember, the lead coefficient is 1, the degree for question 21 is 4, and these are the x-intercepts. This is all the information that we've represented here. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, again, is identify, those degrees. And this is an even one here for 1. The other 2 may be odd. Here, let's just move this over here so you can see what I mean. That's even. That one is odd. And that one is odd. And we said that when the degree is even, it's going to bounce back instead of going through. So when you get to -1, which turns out to be the first intercept that you have, it's going to bounce off rather than going through. And that's what you see here. It comes down, it bounces back up. But it has to go to this one, and in fact through this one, because again, the degree here is 1. It goes through, goes back around, it goes through again, and finishes off. So that key point in an accurate graph for number 21 is this bouncing behavior here at intercept -1. That's it for the lesson. The homework assignment tonight gives you plenty of chances to practice problems like these. Come in with questions, and I'll be happy to go over it.